are here, beautiful lake, just hanging out. Thank you guys for joining, if you're just joining, or if you're not, that's fine too. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about animals. Since that's what most of my channel information is about, I thought I would give you guys some insight on my input on pet nutrition and, I don't know, all things pets. There's a lot of things out there that a lot of people don't know, and that's perfectly fine. There's so many things that I still have to learn. Just a PSA, I am not a vet. I am not a certified canine nutritionist, although I know many of them. There's just a lot to know about animals. And if you, like many others, want to do better by your pets because you are tired of all the garbage that's getting put in pet food, I'm here for you. It took me 20 years of learning and doing research and, really trying to hone in on what it is that makes animals sick. Animals don't do well. What is my dog doing? Oh. Toxic chemicals and things that we put on their bodies and in their bodies. Flea treatments. Not a good idea. On our animals. So, with that being said, what is it that you guys want to know? If there's a lot of things that I don't know, like I said, what I learn is that I help people with the learn together, and we're all going to make the right decisions together as a community. Because when it comes down to it, there's too many animals dying of cancer. Too many animals dying of weird diseases that no vets have an explanation for. They get cancer, okay, well, here's a bunch of chemo. As with people, makes them very sick. Suppresses their immune system. So instead of dousing them, let's lift them up. Let's give them better diets. And let's give them herbs and different modalities that help activate the healing process. I can give you a number of websites, a number of them. I can probably link them in the show notes. I am a newer channel, so I don't know how much access and availability I have to do things like that. So if I can't, I will let you know. Otherwise, please reach out to me directly and I will help you guys as much as possible, because I am here to advocate for our animals. Our animals are number one. We have got to stop feeding them garbage. It's ridiculous. There's no reason for it. I have a pet sitting business, and I cannot tell you over the last 20 years of being in business how many of my clients have had animals that have gotten cancer. And it is because of the food that they're feeding. They're feeding grocery store garbage. It's got chemicals, it's got preservatives, it's got arsenic, you name it, it's probably in there. We've got to stop and look at what we're feeding our animals. Please, if you have to go to the grocery store and buy their food, think about it. If you cook for yourself, why not cook for your animals? Because that's going to give them a better quality of life. And the excuse that it takes too long and I don't have that kind of time, I don't have that kind of money. You're feeding yourself. Portion it out. Start portioning it out and adding it to their diet. Meat, vegetables, no grains, not necessary. If you want to do quinoa, yeah, you can do quinoa. I do a little bit of it as well. But again, it's not necessary. Coconut oil, ghee, healthy fats. I do spinach in small amounts because spinach can inhibit calcium absorption in large quantities. If there's any animal nutritionists on here that are watching this that say that that's not true, please let me know, because that's what I've always been taught. So if it's not true, I don't know. That is the studying that I have done, and that's the research that I've seen. But again, please try to do right by your animals. Go get clearance meat. Their digestive systems are so much more advanced than ours. If it's close to an expiration date, throw it in the freezer. If it's frozen, it's not creating bacteria. Again, even if it is, they're not going to get sick unless they've got a really bad leaky gut, which is a totally different topic for a different live. One of which I'm still learning, so I don't have all the answers. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I advocate for your pets and my own. I don't want to see anybody's animals suffer. So if animals are getting sick, it has to do with their environment, it has to do with what they're eating, and more than likely what they are predisposed to. There are some animals that are just going to have a lower immune system than others based on a variety of factors, which only a vet could really tell you by doing a blood test and maybe some immunotherapies. I'm not sure. I haven't done it for my dog, but there's so many answers that can be had if we get together, learn together, do some research. Dr. Judy Morgan is one of my big advocates. I've been following her and Dr. Karen Becker at Mercola Health for a very long time. These women are pioneers in the pet industry. They advocate for a raw diet. They advocate for a fresh food diet and not to give them chemicals. There's no reason that we should be doing that to our animals. So I just want to make everybody know, I just want everybody to know. I'm not a vet. Got contacts to a lot of them. One of my pet sitting clients is a vet. Whether or not she's got the same values that I have around nutrition, I don't know. We don't really discuss it. I don't have that kind of relationship with her yet. I feel like I could, but there's some topics that I don't know how she's going to respond to, and I really don't want to hinder that relationship right now. She's been good to me. When my dog got sick, I was in a bind, and Piper got colitis, and she got very sick. And I was really worried that she wasn't going to do well for the long term. Now, that being said, it took almost 3 weeks for her to start to feel better. It was a very long road. It was very messy. It was gross. It was sleepless. I've never seen things come out of an animal that I saw come out of Piper. And it was chalked up to, this is colitis. These are symptomatic. And this is what it is, and this is how you treat it. Now, going forward, if it happens again and she gets an inflammatory colitic response, I'm going to do things a little differently this time. I am not going to do the medication that she gave me, because I feel like certain medications actually stop, the healing process. So, I do ground turkey, sweet potato, sometimes, but butternut squash because it's less glycemic, which is sugar. So if you have a dog that's diabetic, I would not give high sugar content fruits. Just as a precaution, not that it's going to harm them in any way. There's no proof. But that's just my personal opinion. That's not something that I'm going to do going forward. But if you guys want information, if you want a vet to talk to, if you want pet nutritionists to talk to, please reach out to me. Leave me messages on my page, and I will get you connected to the right people. You can email, you can pay for live chats. There's vets that do phone consultations. Not many, because their practices, as we know, right now are very busy. There's a lot of pet food toxicity going on right now, and they are still trying to work out all those kinks. I don't want to be a part of that. I am not feeding kibble. I am not putting myself or my dog in a position to get sick. She's already compromised, 13-year-old Chihuahua miniature pinscher. She's a very little dog. I don't want anything to mess with their system. So I don't do any of that. That being said, please do some research, you guys. It is so important that we do right by our animals. I have so many resources for you if you just reach out to me. I don't want to throw them out in thin air and have nobody pay attention to them. I want to know that my customer base is interested and that I can be of a service of some sort, giving the knowledge that I do have. So, again, this is a shorter video. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit. Something that's been bugging me a lot, so I wanted to get it off my chest. And please, please, I implore you, do your research. Please do your research. It is so important. Our animals could live so much longer than we let them. You just got to have the right resources, and we have them. We absolutely have them, and there's no reason why we can't do better. We love our animals. We want them to be here a long time. I know I do. Anyway, thank you guys. Comment, leave me a message. Please reach out. I really want to know who's interested in my videos, who wants to know more, because if you know more, I feel better. And the more I learn, the better. You know, it's vital. We need to eat better, and so do our animals. There's no reason why we can't make things happen. Hi, Red Car. Thank you. Yes, it is true. It's hard. You know, it's very, very hard for us as animal advocates to watch animals get sick and have people just say, oh, my dog got cancer. I don't know. There's no reason for it. Now, could you feed them a raw diet or a fresh food diet their entire life, and could they still get cancer? It's possible. This is not a cure-all, but it is the beginning of the start of a longer life for us as well as our animals. So please reach out, message me. I am on Facebook and on Instagram at Corey's Professional Pet Sitting Service. Come find me. Let's have an honest discussion about things that are important. Okay? When we know better, we do better. That's all there is to it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great afternoon, and love your dogs, and your cats, and your chickens, and your horses. Love them all. They're worth it. Peace be with you guys.